health, with inspiration, intrathoracic pressure falls related to the bellows action of the chest. And in concordance with that fall of intrathoracic pressure, extracardiac pressure in the pulmonary capillary bed falls, and intracardiac pressure in the left atrium and the left ventricle fall equally. As a result, the gradient from pulmonary capillary bed to left ventricle for left ventricular filling is constant through the respiratory cycle, and you have a constant amplitude expression of left ventricular filling, the transmitral inflow signal. Contrast that with constrictive pericarditis, where the drop in intrathoracic pressure with inspiration is faithfully transmitted to the pulmonary capillary bed outside of the heart, shown here. In contrast, though, the constrictive pericardium prevents the slight dilatation of the heart that allows intracardiac pressure to fall symmetrically. And so there's a blunting of the intracardiac fall in pressure with inspiration. And you see the result. The gradient for left ventricular filling diminishes with inspiration compared with expiration, and the Doppler correlate of that, the mitral inflow signal, drops in amplitude with inspiration compared to expiration. Requiring that pathophysiology, and therefore related to it, is the concept of increased ventricular interdependence. So here with inspiration, you see the consequences of dissociation of intrathoracic and intrapericardial pressure. The gradient for left heart filling is diminished, and you have a reduced mitral inflow signal. But let's remember that at the same time, we have to contend with increased venous return to the right heart. The right heart cannot dilate slightly to accommodate that increased venous return. And so what happens? Because there's less filling on the left, increased venous return to the right against a constraining pericardium is acted upon by a ventricular septal shift to the left to accommodate that increased venous return. The opposite happens with expiration. Now we have recovery of left heart filling, and we don't have that increased venous return to the right heart because it's expiration, so the ventricular septum shifts back to the right. And when the tricuspid valve is open, this shift to the right generates retrograde flow, which we see in the hepatic vein as an exaggerated, expiratory, diastolic flow reversal. So that's the Doppler echocardiographic expression of those two pathophysiologies.